Hello guys, welcome to Pokédex. I'm going to be doing an analysis on Double Crisis. The set scans are out on Pokebitch.com, this wonderful, wonderful website, the best website on Pokemon news. You guys should definitely check it out if you're into Pokemon trading card game or any other Pokemon related stuff, really. So the Double Crisis spoiler has been shown. The set comes out tomorrow as of the recording of this video, and I decided to do a quick rundown, hopefully quick, on the cards of the set. But before I start, I have to say that I'm sorry that I haven't posted videos since last Thursday, but life got in the way. Real life, at least. I had like concerts in the weekend and then work related stuff, so I haven't been able to record, and actually it feels like a lot of time has gone by since I usually play like every day, and not to record but mostly to try stuff out for the videos and all that. So build decks, deck building takes more time than it actually seems like. So yeah, let's start looking into the set. I don't mean to complain, I just mean to say that I'm sorry and I want to post more videos, starting with this one. So let's look into Team Magma's Numel. This guy sucks, so let's just jump into the evolution, which is Camerupt, which is a stage 1, 110 HP. Burning Draft brings energy back into from the discard pile, one at a turn, either fighting or fire energy from the discard pile onto Camerupt, and then Flame Ball doesn't do a lot of damage but moves the energy around, so possibly we have something here, a way to bring energy from the discard pile, accelerating them into our Pokemon. Contrary to something like Bronzong, this doesn't put them onto any Pokemon, it puts them onto the Camerupt itself, so it doesn't seem like the best thing ever. Maybe we can use the Claydol that we'll see in a second, but yeah, as it is, Camerupt doesn't seem like a great card. Spoiler alert, the cards from this set kinda suck. Spheal is basically only there for the stage 1 and the stage 2, which are Team Aqua Celio. There's a Splatter which snipes 20 damage, and then there's Hailstorm, which is a Team Magma Pokemon Hoser, so it deals 60 plus 60 if it's a Team Magma Pokemon. If they somehow get out of hand in the modified format, we have a Hoser here in Celio. There's Walrein, which is a stage 2, and there's Power Blow, does 30 damage times the amount of energy attached to this Pokemon, so that means for 5 energy it does 150, I guess. With a Muscle Band and all that, it can get there, but it's 5 energy, so, and a stage 2. So I don't think this is going to be seeing a lot of play. Plus Dual Blizzard takes 4 energy to deal 80 damage to 2 of our opponent's Pokemon, and we have to discard 2 energy, and that kinda sucks. If you took away the discard, maybe, but even so, I don't know. It does seem a lot of work for not a lot of damage. Maybe we could Archies this guy into play and then have Power Blow in plop. With Power Blow we could have a decent attack. Maybe that works, yeah, I guess. I mean, for 1 energy 30, 2 energy 60, 3 energy 90, yeah, possibly, I don't know. Doesn't seem great. There's Team Aqua's Kyogre EX, which actually seems like one of the worst EXs I've ever seen. Power Saver means this guy requires 4 fewer Team Aqua Pokemon in play to be able to attack, so it only leaves up 2 free spaces in our bench for other Pokemon that are not Team Aqua, if we ever plan on attacking with Kyogre EX. So, and then Aqua Impact does 80 damage plus 20 for each colorless energy in our opponent's active Pokemon's retreat cost. So there's kind of a theme with retreat costs and Team Aqua Pokemon, and that kind of sucks because that means they get hosed by a simple Floatstone, which is like a random card that people play in their decks. So I don't know, this seems like 80 damage for for energy. There's 190 HP, which is something different from an EX Pokemon. But if you're planning on playing an EX Pokemon that has more HP and is actually water-based and also takes a lot of energy to attack, I would suggest Wailord EX instead. Grimer sucks. Then there's Muck, as I said, Sludge Festival. The retreat cost of each Pokemon in play except Team Aqua is 1 more. So yeah, it increases the damage that Kyogre does. Doesn't seem like a great thing to be playing. Actually, Pester is not a bad attack, but I mean, having to play either 2 energy and the Dimensional Valley, or 1 energy and a double colorless for Pester, the opponent has to be affected by a special condition for it to deal 120 damage. So that means we have to play a laser, plus a muscle band and all that. You can get to so it's 120 plus the 50 from the laser, Verbank, muscle band. That's 170, but it does seem like a lot of work. So maybe we should be looking elsewhere. There's Seviper, which I actually think is like the best Pokemon that Team Aqua has to offer. This guy has 90 HP, but it's a basic Pokemon, and then it has Venomous Fang, which flips a coin and possibly poisons the opponent. So let's look into actually Venom Trail. For a double colorless energy, 30 damage. If the opponent's Pokemon is affected by a special condition, we discard an energy. So I think I'm going to grab some of this dude if I can and build a deck around it, because if you basically Venom Tail means that you turn the Hypnotoxic lasers into Team Flare Grunts. And that's basically it. So it removes energy from the active Pokemon, no questions attached if they are poisoned. So I think that's something we can try. It doesn't seem like it's going to be broken, but maybe there's something there. And then there's Baltoy, Telekinesis, 20 damage on one of our opponent's Pokemon. Okay, isn't affected even if it's to the active. Then there's Claydol, which once during our turn we may move a basic energy from one of our Pokemon to one of our Team Magma's Pokemon once. This kind of sucks. I thought we were able to move as many as we wanted, but it doesn't seem like a great thing. I mean, this and Camerupt means that we can actually place fire energy or a fighting energy from any Pokemon, but it's 2 stage 2s to be able to do that. And we can just grab, I don't know, a Bronzong and do that kind of the same way with a Keldeo and a Floatstone. So it doesn't seem like much. Aron, totally worthless except for evolving possibly. Team Magma's Lairon, No, Takedown, doesn't seem great. And then there's Aggron, Rock Stomp, discard as many fighting energy attached to Pokemon as you like. 40 damage times the amount of energy we discarded. So if we discard 3, that's 160. We have to discard 4 energy, so that means we have to get a lot of recursion. And between, I don't know, Landorus maybe, the baby Landorus, and Camerupt, maybe we could get there, but it's a stage 2, so hardly see this coming into play in Modified anytime soon. This attack does 20 damage to our opponent's bench Pokemon. Does any damage counters on it? Yeah, doesn't seem like a great thing. I think these cards were meant to be played against each other, like as a standalone thing and not really into standard. I don't know if this is going to be relevant or not, but I don't think it is. So, Team Magma's Groudon, Power Saver. If there are 4 or fewer Team Magma Pokemon in play, this Pokemon can't attack, the same thing as the Kyogre has. Then Magma Quake, 80 damage. Your opponent's active Pokemon already has any damage counters on it. This attack does 80 more damage. So this one can actually do something with this one, I think. Maybe, potentially. I mean, getting energy and then... I mean, this guy doesn't have the the Omega Barrier, ancient trait, so the energy can be removed from it. So it's going to be hard to charge up a 4 energy guy unless we're playing other Team Magma Pokemon that helps the strategy. But actually dealing the 80 extra damage seems like the quickest thing ever. Just have to deal damage to the active, or play a laser the previous turn, or just play any kind of bat, Zubat, Golbat, Crobat, to deal that damage, and that could work. But yeah, it seems like the amount of effort to be able to grab the 4 energy onto this tube is like a lot of work. So we could just maybe play the Landorus and the Landorus EX, and that would work. So I don't know why people would play this Groudon EX. So Puccina, Roar, switches, yeah, I guess. Then there's not this one, which is the Mightyena, Team Aqua's Mightyena. There's Team Pact, does 30 damage. times. So if we flip a coin for each Team Aqua Pokemon we have in play, this attack does 30 damage times the number of heads. If this attack was not flipping coins, this would be amazing. As it is, it kind of sucks, basically. We have to flip coins for each. I don't know. If you're playing a Team Aqua's Pokemon deck, I guess this is like the best attacker that you have there. You get the best rate, I mean. Just 2 energy, you get to flip 6 coins and 30 damage for each head. That means if we hit like half of them, 3, we can to hit knockout an EX. Yeah, we can even play Flip Tini because that means one less coin. Although it would make the flips better. Yeah, we have to do the math on that one, but it doesn't seem like the greatest thing ever. There's Crunch, 80 damage, flip a coin to discard energy. Also possibly, I think it also works with Flip Tini, so maybe there's something there as well, but it doesn't seem like much. Puccina, the second one, the Team Magma one. This one has an ability that makes the opponent reveal his or her hand. Doesn't seem like relevant most of the times. Then the Mighty Ina does Hostile Fang, so it actually hoses Team Aqua Pokemon as well, so 80 damage plus 40. Once again, if Team Aqua Pokemon get out of hand, we have a hoser here. Then there's Carvania, Finsmack, you have to flip coins, so forget about it. Sharpedo is actually pretty decent, so once during our turn we may grab a Team Aqua Pokemon and put it into our hand. This is actually one of the cards that I think could make the Team Aqua deck playable. I mean, it seems like the best card out of all of the ones that we saw just now, because the ability is just so great to grab a Pokemon from our deck and put it into our hand. Even better than Claydol, I think. To be able to move on energy, it's cool, but it's just once a turn, and this one can grab a Pokemon from the deck, so we can build our bench, we can build our game with this dude, so maybe there is something with Team Aqua's Sharpedo, although the other Team Aqua Pokemon are so bad that... Then there's Team Magma Zangoose, so Call for Family grabs the basic Team Magma Pokemon and puts them into our bench, and then Team Play does 20 damage times the Team Magma Pokemon on our bench, so... yeah, we can, for 3 energy, we can do 100 damage at most. Maybe with the new stadium that's coming out, we can add a 60 damage to that thing, and I don't know, I wouldn't put our whole strategy into Zangoose, but maybe. I mean, it's a Pokemon that we can play in the future. What's the name of the Rayquaza, Mega Rayquaza deck? I don't know. We'll get to that when we look into Emerald Slash. Oh, by the way, not Emerald Slash, Emerald Break, the new set that's coming out, that came out in Japan. By the way, the scans are already here on Pokebitch as well, but I don't really like looking to Japanese sets. I think Pokemon fans look way ahead in the future, and they worry too much about stuff that's only going to be playable in May, and I really don't want to spend energy thinking about that. I will do that when I have a better picture of what the format is going to look like then, which is right about when the set comes out, so you guys can expect my review then, not now. So Aqua Diffuser, let's get back into this. It's actually a pretty cool card, pretty cool concept. It's a Pokemon tool that we attach to only Team Aqua Pokemon, unfortunately, but it gives us an extra attack, so it's kind of like G-Booster. This one makes the opponent's active Pokemon being confused and poisoned. Doesn't seem great, but you don't have to flip coins, and it's water energy, so... if it could be to any Pokemon, maybe we could build something around it. As it is, I don't think we really need that. I don't know. Magma Pointer, 20 damage to one of our opponent's Pokemon, so it snipes for 20. This actually seems cool if it wasn't for the fact that you can only play it on Team Magma Pokemon, so I don't think I'll be playing that. If it wasn't for that, maybe you could... I think I would definitely play this in like a deck with Hawlucha, just so that we could have the option to snipe something if the opponent presents something that's not an EX Pokemon in the active position. As it is, yeah, kinda sucks. Team Aqua Admin. Attach a basic energy card from this card pile to the active Team Aqua Pokemon, so that actually seems cool, but it's a supporter, so yeah, it's kind of a worse blacksmith, so I don't think this is going to be great. And then there's Team Aqua Grunt, we discard a card, draw 3 cards. If that was a Team Aqua's Pokemon, we would draw 4. Doesn't seem like greatest thing ever. Maybe it actually is a very good draw. Yeah, if we were playing a lot of Team Aqua Pokemon, this actually I think is a decent supporter. But if we're not, and I wouldn't advise that we would, this is kind of like a Bad card. Team Aqua's Great Ball grabs a Team Aqua Pokemon and a basic Water Energy. Decent for a ball. I mean, it's better than any ball that we have right now, at least when we're grabbing Team Aqua Pokemon. Once again, I don't advise that. Then there's Team Aqua Secret Base, which increases the retreat cost of the Pokemon in play. As I said, that's kind of a theme with Team Aqua. And then there's Team Magma Admin, sorry, put 3 basic, actually put 3 Team Magma Pokemon from our discard pile into our hand. Doesn't have to be basic, but they come to our hand, not to play. That would be bonkers. I guess gets things back. I don't know. I wouldn't play this. I would actually play the Lodge just like the Lysander Storm card and be merry about it. Isn't Lysander in Team Magma? No, he's not. Okay. Kind of mixed up everything about the game right now. There's Team Magma Grunt, grabs, it's the same thing as the other one, it discards stuff and draws 3 cards, so if we're playing a dedicated Team Magma deck, I would play this card. And then there's the Team Magma's Great Ball, which grabs the basic Team Magma Pokemon. Oh, it's only basic! Oh, okay, I misread it. It's only basic, okay. Thought it was any Pokemon, so the balls kinda suck. I would rather go for Ultra Ball anyways. Team Magma Secret Base, when an opponent puts a basic Pokemon except for Team Magma, you put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon. This actually is kind of one of the cards that I would actually play outside of the set, even if it does damage to ourselves. Maybe there's some deck where the opponent benching Pokemon and having them with 2 extra damage is good. Yeah, this kind of seems cool, like to play the same role that Frozen City played in Team Plasma decks. Maybe this could actually be played in the Team Plasma decks to do the 20 extra damage. I don't know. Because this would be guaranteed, not when the opponent plays the energy, so it also does damage to our Pokemon, but we can get around that, and also sometimes we just don't care, so. And then there's 2 energy, which is Special Energy Double Aqua, can only be attached to Team Aqua, and provides 2 energy, water, and the problem is that at the end of the turn you have to discard it, so it kind of seemed like Team Aqua was actually getting, and there's also the same thing for Fighting Energy and Team Magma, but when it actually seemed like there was something there, we have to discard them, so it doesn't seem like it's going to be great. So yeah, if we're going to make a conclusion about this, is that it's a very small set and it kind of sucks. There's not really any cards that we would like to play outside of the set itself, and yeah, I don't know. There's not much here, so yeah, that's a set review. I can't wait to see what you guys think about it, so be sure to write that in the comment section below, and see you guys next time. Bye!